Is that in frame? I can't tell for the fucking life of me. Oh, mother. Is that gonna get my crotch? I feel like that's too low. I don't know. I don't know. Whoa! Didn't see you there. How's it going, buddy? I didn't want you smoking alone. And common question of the day. Common question of the day. I don't fucking remember. I haven't looked at the channel. Normally I just upload and I'll get it next time. How about it? We got a small exception here. The last time what was the last time? Did I even mention YouTube's given me the opportunity to quit my job? I don't know if I'm treading over burnt up territory already. I think that might be my crotch right there. But you know what? Actually, I'm gonna look like Klebold because I realize. There we go. There we go. Now I look like a madman. I don't know what I was going on about. But yeah, I quit my job. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm going to have to look back on my own archives. Or which I did upload. Because there's a lot of canon in between these episodes that you don't know about. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I have a good one. I have another episode. Actually, you know what? We'll do a twofer. We'll do a twofer. And that one will have its own special story. Because I know I've neglected you guys for a while. I'm not going to bring up statistics or nothing. I'm not going to bring up statistics or nothing about this whole virus thing or smoking cigarettes. But there's information out there. Information. You'll see some numbers. Go look into it yourself. But hey, I might be better off. That's all I got to say. Ooh. So I managed to get this piece of shit running. Like, honestly, I spent about, like, since the time it broke. So I drove this thing all the way down to Florida and back after getting my transmission redone. Let's just put a blank slate. After I got my transmission done, I didn't drive her for some reason for like 6 months. I thought she was broken, and then I realized, I'm like, wait, she fucking starts right up. So I started her up, and I was screaming like the day before I left when I got her running. I was like, she's on fire! She's on fire! Because there's a big plume of smoke. It was the oil from the distributor on the headers and the alternator. But that dried up. I got that all under control. And I drove this thing there and back to Florida without problem. The exhaust popped off once, but no issue. And the day I go to take it to work, after the, what was it, like a 3,500 mile road trip, maybe 4,000 miles, she starts smoking from the back, and I see the alternator starting to go. I'm like, no fucking way. So she likes going down to Florida. She just doesn't want to go to work. Then I started her up. I was looking at the issue because she was running real rough. Spent like $800 in the fucking shops. My other mechanic, the normal mechanic I go to, they're great. They don't want to see this fucking thing anymore. He's like, look, Wimley, you You're a great customer. You've been coming to us for a long time. But I refuse to work on this piece of shit anymore. So I had to start working on it because the other mechanics I brought it to aren't acquainted with it yet. They were a little sloppy. Yeah, it's no issue. They haven't dealt with anything in this like 30 years. Uh-oh. Change of pace. Change of pace. I will be right back. No cut. No editing. This button might be easier. Oh no, I gotta step over my bumper. None of that. I'll be having none of that. Oh. So look at these fucking things. My new job. I forgot my cigarettes in my van. My coworker comes up to me and says, "Yo, I've got these in my car from my ex." And I didn't think nothing of it. And then I go outside and smoke it, and I see it's this little fucking twig. This little twig right here. I don't know if it'll focus. But this is a normal cigarette. And I think I've seen something like this in an anime or some sort of like British sitcom. But what the fuck is it? Now that's something. Now that. And I was smoking outside. It was raining. I was underneath a canopy on the site, and some Mexican dudes were working next to me. I was like, "Fuck! I don't want them to see me smoking this thing." Because this thing is like, it's emasculating to even hold right now. Like, I feel like I just lit a little twig on fire. This is a joke. I was holding it like it was a J or something. Like, I was like they were right next to me over there. They weren't really looking at me or paying attention, but I was like, fucking, oh no. You have to like craft it. How does it? Man, maybe I need to smoke like 2 of these to make up for its size. I was thinking about doing that. I'm like, yo, these guys are gonna think I'm a fucking joke. I'm only puffing. I mean, these things have some sort of potency to them. It's weird driving this thing again because it's like, it's physically like a clown car. This thing is about, it's smaller than even most Corollas. So I'm just underneath everyone, and it's like, oh, I'm looking up to even Corollas. The show's gonna kill. No. In fact, I feel like going for a swim after smoking all these cigarettes. That sounds like a good time. 4 and 5 doctors at one point in time said these puppies are suggested by doctors. That's right. Let's go for another one, boys. No. Ah, this is awful. I can't even smoke these fucking. I mean, it's not like they're awful. I mean, I look a lot cooler holding 2 of these. Like they're. Like I'm a Wolverine. You know what's cool about these? They just keep burning. They're like really slow burning, so I could just hold these as like an aesthetic thing. See, now we're out of the big van and we're in the small cars. This is what I need to be smoking. Boy, vey. I don't think I could go through these, boys. Yeah, probably not. Let's see. Maybe I could trim this one with this one. And where do you even buy something like this? It's like I'm welding. You're gonna see this thing just crumple in half. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I think it's gonna happen here. No? Look at that. It's like a stripe. I just tattooed it. See, you can't feel bad about wasting cigarettes. Or can you? Yeah, you can, because they're fucking expensive here. I mean, these have just been sitting around for a while now. I planned on doing this episode a while ago. In fact, I did record. That's alternate universe lore that never actually happened. That's how I'm gonna put it now. This thing is not fucked at all. It won't let me suck from the end though. It's like a little train horn. Okay, that one's gone. That one's gone. Well, that's the end of it.